fucking bitch.
Alright. Oh, Jesus. What's up, guys? Back with another video. Long-awaited Neca Goons. Long-awaited, I guess. As in, like, you guys have waited a long time. I don't think anybody really cares. We're doing a bit of a rant. You know, it's political. It's gonna be polarizing. It's gonna be, fat. Those are the 3 P's. Political, polarizing, and fat. So, it's gonna be a good time. We're talking about Neca today. Neca, as you know. Fuck, where's my Neca? As you guys know, Neca has generously made some of our favorite Godzilla figures. And by favorite, I mean the most available. Because I'll tell you what, they're not my fucking favorite, that's for sure. So when it comes to toys, I feel like the Godzilla fandom is like one of the most vocal and the most loyal. You know, you got the people who love their marmots. You got the people who love their Bandai creations. I've never met somebody who loves Bandai creations. And you know, you got those people who love their super articulated figures. Like many fandoms, however, the most articulated figures are most often the most valued, simply because you can put them in all sorts of weird fucking poses and, you know, cool shit like that. It's just a plus. It's nice to have them articulated so that they don't look like fucking hunks of plastic, you know? And that's why we buy toys. So for like a hot minute, I think from like 2011 to like 2014, for that span of like 3 years, SH Monster Arts, the homies, really have been the only like high grade, like articulated figure out right now. So they really brought the line from like, oh, they toys to like, oh, they collectibles, you know, you feel? They're all stupid articulated, they're all stupid detailed, they're also stupid expensive, which is a big problem for people. You know, a lot of people in the Godzilla community, I feel like, are pretty young. You know, I'd say from like 10 to like 16 is like a broad, at least when I went to G-Fest review out now, please go watch. When I went to G-Fest, I felt like that was a lot of the demographic that I saw. It's not easy to get an $80 figure when you're 12, you know, and you know, if mommy and daddy don't want to buy it for you, you know, go on the streets, I guess. Yikes, man, was that a fucking child prostitution joke? Was that a child prostitution joke? God, thank God this shit ain't monetized. Fuck. Anyways, they're super expensive, and you know, so you have to import them most of the time, so that adds like $30 shipping on top of the already expensive price tag. So really, your $80 figure is actually like $110 when you order it, which is a fucking shame. Imagine all the fucking hentai you could buy with that. Like, you know what? I hope he's not on break, or rather he's not at work.
Your call has been forwarded to an
Damn shame.
system.
Don't worry, we'll leave him a message. Hey Taylor, it's your boy. I'm filming a video right now. I'm just trying to see what the fucking exchange rate is on hentai books. Are they like $5 a piece? Are they like $10 a piece? I don't remember how much you bought mine for. I'm just trying to figure out how many hentai books you could get for one SH Monster Arts figure. So let me know. You know, call me back when you get this. I know you get off at 8, so you probably won't get it. Just let me know. Maybe I don't know. This is a gag. You don't have to worry too much about it, actually. Just text me. I love you. Bye-bye. That gag would have worked so much better if he actually answered. My point here is, though, it's become very expensive to get SH Monster Arts unless, like, your Barnes & Noble has them, which apparently a lot do. I see a lot of Dragon Ball Figure Arts at my Barnes & Noble. I've seen one Monster Art, and it was the 2000 Yuji Sakai. But it was stupidly overpriced, and I didn't buy it because I'm not fucking stupid. So, you know. Also, like, Barnes & Noble only gets it like 8 months after they come out, and you know, by that time 14 other figures have come out. It's really not worth it waiting for Barnes & Noble. So as you probably know, like, to have Neca pick up the license in 2014 with their announcement, and for them to like make like pretty okay grade articulated Godzilla figures, it really kind of shook everybody up, and they were like, oh fuck, like, we don't have to buy SH Monster Arts anymore. Will they end the monopoly? You know, will they topple the SH Monster Arts monopoly? Spoiler alert, they fucking didn't. I'm still buying SH Monster Arts, even though I want to buy Neca, because Neca is a piece of shit. Let me rephrase. Neca is a company that holds values and practices that I do not find appealing enough to spend money on. Legality. So why is that? Why am I buying $100 figures over $30 figures? You know, like, isn't that just a waste of money, Nick? What the fuck are you doing? Well, you fucking morons, I own 5 pairs of Yeezys, and those are $300 a pair. So I know a thing or two about wasting money. I'm really good at it. So SH Monster is right up my fucking alley. So before we take like a deep dive into why the hell Neca sucks so much balls, let's do that one again. So before we take a deep dive into why Neca can eat my entire asshole, let's just be cordial. Let's be cordial. So before we take a deep dive on why Neca is a less than stellar company, let's dive into the strengths of the line, because there are strengths, and I don't want you guys to think that Tamashii Nation just fucking paid me to shit all over their American competitor. However, Tamashii Nations, if you are willing to do that, hit me up. My DMs are open. You know, I got a public Instagram profile. Speaking of, follow me on Instagram, Saint Nick 01. I got the GMK profile picture. As if there's another Saint Nick 01, but follow me on Instagram. I barely use it, but it's probably gonna be cool. The first very blatant advantage that Neca has over SH Monstars is just their pure affordability. I mean, these shits are, I'm not picking one up every time. These shits are $25 versus $90, which I think is a very good, it's a very good price tag. It's very affordable is what I'm saying. Like, it's like 2 of my Chick-fil-A meals. Nick, why are your Chick-fil-A meals so fucking expensive? It's cause I get 2 sandwiches, motherfucker. I'm hungry. I'm a big boy. I'm 6 feet tall and still growing. Alright? I need my my sandwiches. The reason they're so cheap is because Neca actually sacrifices children in ancient Mayan rituals that, you know, brings production costs so low. I'd like to blow the whistle on that one. Randy from Neca, he fucking tweeted me that shit and he thought it was in a DM. Fucking dumbass. Jokes aside, Neca's just so much more cheaper. It's so much more affordable. And for the $25, you're getting a pretty decent hunk of plastic, depending on your personal standards. It's a lot easier to drop $25 on a figure than it is to drop $80. So like, I commend Neca for that one. Another point is that their sculpts are generally pretty on point, save for like that 84 prototype that had a chode for a head, and like, I really dislike the GMK sculpt simply because he's just got like a permanent like snarl. The sculpts Neca produces are always pretty well done and they're decent quality. Some examples include like the 62 is pretty well done, the 54 is really cool, and then this most recent 64, which as y'all know got a come alert last video. So availability is also like a massive draw that Neca has. Like I said, you can only really find SH Monster Arts at your local Barnes and Noble in terms of a store, or like if you have like a hobby store, like an actual like anime hobby store, they'll be there. With Neca though, you can just walk into Target and you got them. They're right there. They're on release date, they're there. Or GameStop has them too. So, you know, in terms of at least America, it's a very, very wide range of places you can get them at. Unfortunately, those seem to be the only upsides Neca has. All the rest of them are overshadowed by SH Monster Arts, much like my ex-girlfriend is overshadowed by any other woman I've ever met. Topical. Still hurts. I want to start with the most glaring issue that Neca has, and it's definitely their QC. QC stands for quality control, if you don't know, and Neca has about as much of that as I have will to live. So not a lot. Maybe that's how they get their figures like so cheap, but like it's really disappointing to see people spend like $25, $30 on a figure and then just having it fall apart in their hands. As you saw in the beginning of the video, who's calling me? Hello?
You called?
Yeah, I called. How much is hentai?
What do you mean?
Like, how much was a book?
Like $4 or $5? I mean, it depends on the book.
Okay, so like the ones you got me though, those were what?
Like $5 to $8.
$5 to $8. Okay, so my math checks out. That's about 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. So I could buy 16 hentai books for the same price as one SH Monster Art, right? Does that check out?
Yeah, and then if you want to factor in shipping, because let's say Mandarake, they have like a lot of good stuff. You'll probably factor in $15 to $20 for shipping.
Okay. So you can cut.
30.
Okay. Well, that's all I needed to know. We're just doing some fun math here.
Can I have some context?
You
should.
It's for Neca Goons.
Yeah, it is. yeah.
You should have recorded this conversation.
I am right now.
Good. Put me on speaker.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, well, I'm at work currently. I'm literally running clothes as I'm doing this.
Wow. Excellent. You just pick up your phone on the floor?
I mean, no one said you're not supposed to.
Mm-hmm.
But I am.
Okay. Well, thank you. This is very urgent.
Okay.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Fuck yeah, dude. There we go. That's the gag. That's what we call a callback. So as you saw in the beginning of the video, like I got a Tacit Ronin from Neca. I bought maybe a year ago, I would say, and it's just been on my shelf the whole time I've ever had it. It's been on my shelf, and I picked it up one day, and it fucking broke in my hand. The arm joint, like, it didn't, like, fall out. Like, the joint's not loose. The joint just broke. It just broke. Like some Mr. Glass shit. It just broke off immediately. And then I was like, oh, fuck. That sucks. So I messed with the leg a little bit. That shit popped off, too. What the? I haven't done anything with it in a year. It's been there. It's been standing there. Why are they breaking, Neca? Randy, tell me why they're breaking. I'm low-key pissed off. And this is just, like, my own personal experience with it. I've seen Neca Godzilla 2019s where the tail segment has two ball joints. Oh shit, has two ball joints. So they can't connect. So homeboy is just fucked. He can't put the tail on. And then his replacement figure, or maybe it was the other way around. He got this one first and then replaced it for the double ball joint. But another figure that he got to replace the fucked up one was cracked at the neck piece. So these are sealed in box. His store only had 2 figures, and both of them were fucked up. What the fuck, Neca? You think Neca would really pay those little Mongolian children a little more to make sure the figures wouldn't break, huh? Like, what the hell? I'm really throwing around the child labor allegations here, aren't I? I should really chill before the FTC gets on my ass and uses this as evidence. Paint is also a big issue with Neca, I feel like. I know Monster Island Buddies tweeted that his poster version 1954 had a paint spill on the atomic breath piece. It was like a black speck. Not a speck, it was a pretty big like thing. A black thing on like a yellow atomic breath piece. So, you know, it stuck out pretty heavily. And then he tweeted later in the thread that like another one happened with one of his like Karate Kid figures. And it was like right on the nose of the dude. So like, those are pretty major like mess ups, and they're both pre-orders from him. So he pre-ordered it and then just got dry fucked by Neca immediately after he got this. So it's messed up. But never complain about this on Twitter, because Randy from Neca will quote your tweet and then call you a dumbass. There's never any other outcome. He will just call you a dumbass. The biggest scandal that NECA's had recently was with their Neca Godzilla 2019. It's just the eyes, man. It's the fucking eyes. You remember last video, my tier list, I was talking about Shin and how I hate how his eyes are like so all the time, you know? I dislike that. Well, they basically painted 2019's eyes to do that exact same thing. I mean, there are some fucked up examples. I know during my annual boys trip, which I haven't explained and I probably won't explain because it's too long of a history. But our annual boys trip, we went to a Target and we bought the 2019. This was, you know, back in May. And I don't remember if it had dumb eyes. I'll probably ask Riv about it. You know, I don't think he did, but it's just, they didn't do it well and he looked stupid, and it happened on like 1 out of 3 figures. So it wasn't like a very small, like, sample size. It was like 33% of all figures had this fucking issue. I mean, he's either looking down at all times, he's either cross-eyed, or he looks like he just watched somebody kill his wife. There's no in between. There's no middle ground between those 3. You're either gonna have his eyes look like one of those. And that's it. I honestly don't think there's a excuse for this at all. I mean, they've gotten like eyes right on other figures all the time. It's sad to see like people spend money on these things just for it to look fucking goofy on their shelf, man. It's upsetting. Another issue I see with the paint is like a severe lack of like a decent paint job. This might be like a huge nitpick, and I already hear everybody typing like, Nick, it's $20, you fucking bitch. It's still money. And it also doesn't change the fact that like a lot of Neca's paint jobs are kind of bland. I think recently they've been getting better, but like OG 2014, that fucker just looks like a gray hunk of plastic that's been sculpted. I mean, I think there's very slight variations in the paint, but it's not a lot. It's not noticeable. They've had some winners, even in like, I think the shin is really well painted. I kind of like the Atomic Breath 2019. There's a lot of nice variation and colors in there, but they've also had some fucking shit stains. I mean, like Atomic Breath 2001, whoo, man. How are you gonna make a Godzilla figure look like it's been huffing paint, bro? There are 7-year-olds who customize Godzilla figures that look better than what Neca produced for that Atomic Blast 2001, dude. I will never understand that figure. I don't understand how it made it past the fucking prototype stage. I don't. They also seem to struggle with repaints a lot. Like, they produce a lot of repaints. And like SH Monster Arts isn't like innocent of this. Like, I actually, like, in doing the math, both lines, about 35% of the line are repaints or retools. I did add retools in there, so like if it's a fucking figure with an extra accessory thing, like that's a repaint retool. So about 35% of both lines are repaints retools. I think the problem with NECAs is that they aren't even good enough to warrant buying. One of them that I remember, the Reactor Glow Godzilla, which was a repaint of the Burning Godzilla, but it's like glow in the dark and he's all green. It looks like a Happy Meal toy, bro. I'm sorry. Oh, and I hope everybody knows that the 2019 figure is like this close to being a repaint retool. I think everything about the sculpt except for the feet, scutes, and tail are exactly the same as 2014, which is super disappointing. They really just added some gray dry brushing to the paint job and they called it a day. Also, slight nitpick, instead of doing another 12-inch tall figure like they did for 2014, they just repackaged the 12-inch tall figure from 2014 and they resold it, which is kind of fucking whack, but whatever. I'm gonna use that point to actually move into sculpt because I praised them on it earlier, but like NECA is not always killing it with sculpts, man. Like I said, the 2019 one leans super heavily onto the 2014 one, and they only changed like the bare minimum of what the film actually changed.
But Nick, that's all they have to change. It's the only thing different between 2014 and 2019.
Shut the fuck up. The 2014 SH Monster Arts and the 2019 SH Monster Arts look very different. There's a very different attitude. There's a very different sculpt. And when you're paying... And the fucking... How are you going to pay $20 for a figure 5 years ago and then pay $20 again for the same fucking figure? But with upgraded scutes. That's a retool, bruh. And let's keep in mind that the SH Monster Arts 2019 was fucking like only $20-$30 more expensive than the NECA. Like, for better articulation, better paint, not fucking cross eyes. It's so easy to pick and choose over it whether or not I want the NECA or the SH Monster Arts. It was so easy to choose. Other sculpts that I think really lack include the shin, actually. Its head looks fucking weird. Sorry. And then, like, I think the Space Godzilla sculpt, the 1994 Godzilla sculpt, just looks weird. It looks off. I don't know why. And like I said, even the OG 2014 figure, which I love, was like just barely satisfying. Like, I don't know, there's something about it, man. My point here is, how much do you really value that $20? Like, $20 is like 4 Chick-fil-A sandwiches. I'm back on that Chick-fil-A shit. $20 is like 4 Chick-fil-A sandwiches. Do you want 1 subpar Godzilla figure or 4 great chicken sandwiches from the most homophobic chicken sandwich shop around? It's very easy, terrible analogy, but you guys get what I'm saying. There's no reason to defend one company to the end of the fucking earth. There shouldn't be like factions of Godzilla toys, man. There shouldn't be. So like the fact that people will like actively shit on SH Monster Arts and then praise NECA until the end of time is ridiculous to me. I own both lines. You know, I like what I have and I don't have what I don't like. It's that easy. It's just like basic consumer practice. We should all unite under the same banner, not only as like Godzilla fans, but as just consumers. Massive QC issues should not be accepted just because it's a $20 purchase. That makes no sense to me. Sure, it makes the pain on your wallet sting a little less, but I'm not gonna present my Godzilla with this disease. It has to do with the eyes. It's another eye joke, haha. I'm not gonna present him on my shelf proudly and be like, oh, it's only 20 bucks. Also, it just doesn't make sense. That's like, let me show you guys what it's like. So, I guess the point I'm really trying to make is that when something is cheaper, you shouldn't, like, you shouldn't accept it as being worse. You know what I mean? You shouldn't have that mentality in your head. So, oh, I got a new Tinder match. So for instance, let's say I have this bottle of water, and this bottle of water is like, it's like 50 cents. Okay, let's say it's 50 cents. Now, now if it's 50 cents, but it's broken, oh, if it's 50 cents and it's broken, you know, oh, Jesus. It's really not gonna, you know, it's not gonna, it's not, oh, Jesus Christ, it's not really worth the 50 cents if you can't drink the water. If you can't drink the water. So, this is a NECA figure, super cheap, but it's also, you know, it's also like, you know what I mean? So, so there's one, and this would be an SH Monster Arts, right? You just, but this water was $3. And again, NECA. Yet again, another NECA. And that's Godzilla figures. I mean, we've already done this once. Like, the 84 was going to be terrible, terrible, until we bitched about it on Twitter enough for them to be like, oh yeah, it doesn't look any good. But it's not, that wasn't the last bad decision NECA made. If you're unhappy with something, vote with your wallet. Don't buy the figure. I love I have a GMK shrine right down, it's not a frame. There's a shrine. Do I have the NECA GMK? No, because I think it's ugly. If you don't like an aspect of a figure, don't buy it. Even if you're a completionist or you really like the design, don't buy it. We're just letting them know that they can fuck up again and again and again and again, much like my ex-girlfriend did for our 2-year-long relationship. God, it's like a fucking therapy session. Make NECA aware too, you know, swallow your pride and tweet Randy, and you know, when he quotes you and you just fucking obliterates you with marketing speak in 140 characters, just own up to it. At least we're letting them know that we don't like the shit that they pull. All of this being said, like, I understand the appeal of NECA and I understand the place that it has within the community, but we shouldn't be letting them get a pass just because they're so cheap. It's understandable to expect more from SH Monster Arts, but we shouldn't let NECA off the hook so easy. NECA should be fighting to get to SH Monster Arts level. We shouldn't be rewarding them for making subpar figures just because they're the only one in that price range. I have my fair share of NECA, and like, I plan on getting that 64. But like I said, I'm gonna stick with SH Monster Arts for the 2001 because it just makes sense. It just makes sense not for me to give them money just because they got the license to 2001. Honestly, how did they fuck up GMK like they did? I know a lot of people like it, but like it's got like some dog snarl on all the time. Like the things dogs do when you like wave a ball in their face. Except like GMK looks like a Cocker Spaniel that's been trained to kill somehow. Just choose your purchases wisely, guys. It's not super difficult. Come together as consumers to demand the best from Neca. Not go, it's 20 bucks. It doesn't fucking matter. I want Neca to knock SH Monster Arts off of monopoly status as much as everybody else does. But Neca has not given me any reason to think that they are. So that's just how it is. I just don't think they've hit that level yet. Honestly, Neca needs to just do what we're all thinking and make a Kaiju Gajinka line, and there we go. Done. SH Monster Arts will literally burn to the fucking ground. Just make Randy. Look me in the eyes, Randy. Kaiju Gajinkas now. Okay? Okay? I know y'all can do females. I know y'all can do it. Alright? Don't tell me molding's hard. Don't tell me the paint's gonna be weird. Kaiju Gajinkas. Is that understood, Randy? Kaiju Gajinkas.
What's up, guys? It's Nick from the editing stage. As you can see, I'm editing it right now. It's actually the 26th. I'm kind of close. But there were a bunch of examples that we didn't list in the video because I hadn't seen them in the time recording. There was the whole Rodan, the 2019 Rodan. Its necks got sent upside down in the package. Doesn't make any fucking sense. That was just another big thing I wanted to point out. But we felt like we could have. This video needed more. Even though it's 26 minutes long and I pour 2 bottles of water on myself. We thought this video needed more, so I'm here essentially to present to you the Neca Goons diss track, which is entirely produced by me. Vocals by me, by Jake from Daikaiju Legends, by Riv, who was in episode 7 of Zone Fighter, and Andrew, Wavy Neutral, who is Riv's friend. So we made a diss track. I think it's good. I hope y'all do too. Yeah, enjoy. We're gonna put on Spotify.
This is a That Nigga production.
Godzilla bars, Neca has us starving. Making shitty figures with no signs of stopping. Release calendar only showing us the repaste. Tamashi overhearing business meetings and they freebase. Scopes feeling heavy like an irradiated dinosaur. Verses getting heady like their prototype 84. Hoping that Neca can get back on track. But with the way Randy wildin' on Twitter, I just can't see that coming back. Figures breaking in your hand, trying to keep up with the man. Neca trap, join his jam. I just can't understand why we letting you off the hook. Basic shit you overlook like paint jobs y'all think are good just cause it's light on my checkbook. Wishing these were jokes, but they're not, so pay close attention and stop taking advantage of the kids who are broke. Hey, who are broke? Hey, who are broke? Hey, who are broke?
Every Neca figure that I own makes me wanna bitch and moan. Like an 84 that alone. How you look at y'all, that shit wrong. This shit break easily. I'll consider that a travesty. It's a 2-bit fantasy, more quality guaranteed. I wish I could move them legs, but that shit still stiff for days. The wide tail breaking like Lay's, but 64 leaves me amazed. Come be the greatest terror, cause I kill you forever. You wanna talk about real shit? Kick it over, never.
She said she fucking me, huh? I said she sucking me, huh? Neca Goons, Neca Goons, huh? Neca Goons, Neca Goons. Hey, hold on, restart. Yeah. Neca shit stiff as fuck, huh? Your neck looking weird as fuck, Yeah, she shitting on my chest, what? That's gonna be the rest, what the fuck? Shout out LeBron, he always believed in me, huh? But these hard shell tacos he be making, they be deceiving me, what? But you see, Neca, you like TK and they losing the race, huh? Yeah, Neca ain't gonna beat this case, yeah. Pull up at Mistress May's house and she's wearing lace, You bet every time I pull up at Mother Base, all I'm doing is getting bigger, yeah. Shout out Himmler, Crip walk on him one time for the dead loke. Shout out Benjamin Franklin, what? Yeah. My hands move fast as a sign of rap, so I'm tapping this shit really, really fast. Steal the Neca, then I do the dash, Jake can't even rap. What? That's right, I'm calling Jake out. This man gets ghost written, call that shit a fake out. He ain't invited to the white person stakeout. Stay at the barbecue. Yo, cut the beat. Lizzo fat as fuck. Hey, shout out Lukezilla. He's the boy. Follow your dreams, man. Woo! 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 Okay, yeah. Here we go. Second part.
Every neck I figure that I own makes me wanna bitch and moan. Like an 84 that alone. How you look at y'all, that shit wrong. This shit break easily. I'll consider that a travesty. It's a 2-bit fantasy. You want quality guaranteed? I wish you could move them legs, but that shit still stiff for days. The white tail breaking like Lay's, but 64 leaves me amazed. Come be the greatest terror, cause I kill you forever. You wanna talk about real shit? Kick it over, never had.
Neca in my sights, yeah. I can't even write, yeah. Taking all my money, yeah. Figures ain't even funny, ayy. I'm baby, yeah. You crazy, yeah. Feeling hazy when I'm double cupping at the blood party. Figures can't even stand, looking like they on Bacardi, ayy. Yeah, cruising down the block, ayy. Neca got the Glock, ayy. Tripping off the rocks, ayy. Get myself a Neca detox on the stage. We become legendary, but with this verse I'm making Neca wary. Hopping on the track with my boy Saint Nick. Neca wishing that they never even took this lick. Remember those road and X you sent upside down? Bet that made you guys look like some fucking clowns. Or how about those googly eyed 2019? Imagine if you actually gave a fuck about QC.
Makes me wanna bitch and moan. Like an 84 that alone. How you look at y'all, that shit wrong. This shit break easily. I'll consider that a travesty. It's a 2-bit fantasy. You want quality guaranteed? I wish you could move them legs, but that shit still stiff for days. The white tail breaking like Lay's, but 64 leaves me amazed. Come be the greatest terror, cause I kill you forever. You wanna talk about real shit? Real shit? Real shit? Every neck I figure that I own makes me wanna bitch and moan. Like an 84 that alone. How you look at y'all, that shit wrong. This shit break easily. I'll consider that a travesty. It's a 2-bit fantasy. You want quality guaranteed? I wish you could move them legs, but that shit still stiff for days. The white tail breaking like Lay's, but 64 leaves me amazed. Come be the greatest terror, cause I kill you forever. You wanna talk about real shit? Kick it over, never have. You see, that's that Neca shit right there. That's that Neca shit. Fuck that Neca shit. I'm on that monster shit. I'm on that monster shit. I'm a monster.